Okay, so today we have I have Shauna here, and I'm so excited for you guys to learn more about Shauna. She's been blogging for a few years and has had some recent success and changes, and I want to hear all about it. So, Shauna, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and let you tell us what you're all about, and then we'll kind of jump into your story.
Okay, sounds good. My name is Shauna, and I blog at minimizingtomaximize.com. And I help moms declutter and minimize. Um, I've been blogging for about 5 years, roughly, maybe a little less, and I've just never gotten anywhere. I was lucky to get, I think the most page views I've ever gotten a month was maybe 4,000. Um, Most money I ever made was $18 in that almost 5 years.
Wow.
I love writing, and I've went through 4 blogs. This is my 5th, and this one finally, it took me all that time to realize that it's kind of crazy because I throw things away like all the time, and my mom and my husband call me the throwaway queen because I just constantly throw stuff away, and it's so crazy that that's end up being the blog that is actually doing really well.
I love that. I love that you made $18 in 5 years, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, my that was kind of my story for my YouTube channel. I made $46 in 7 years.
Yeah.
Like, but that's what we're passionate about what we're doing. Who cares about the money? But at some point, we're like, okay, I do want to. I don't want to do this for free anymore.
Right.
Um, so tell me about what made you want to start a blog in the first place. Like, what was your motivation for wanting it to succeed?
I love to write, and I have a bachelor's degree in business management. And when I got the degree, I wanted to work for myself. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And this was back in 2007 when I graduated. So like a blog back then, it was like just started, like people just started talking about it. So I didn't really know how to get started. So I got the degree, tried working for other companies. I realized I did not want to manage other people. I absolutely hate it. So I knew I wanted to work for myself. I just didn't know how or what to do. And then when I started learning about blogging, I was like, I could do that. I love writing. It just took me a little while to figure it out.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
I really want to stay home next year and homeschool my son.
Yeah, so that's
That's
the
like
top.
my biggest goal.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the biggest motivator. Is like you love
Yes.
writing, but like I also don't want to be, so you have a full-time job still.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so you finally found this niche that's working well for you. It's really resonating with people. It's like sticking, the spaghetti sticking to the wall for the niche. And I love your blog, by the way. And so tell me when you joined, so you purchased my Pinterest workshop, and tell me where you were getting stuck before you bought it and what was really resonating with you about, because there's tons of Pinterest courses out there. So why is this one?
Well, I've taken a couple of other ones. And like I said, the most page views I've ever received, in a month was like 4,000, little over 4,000. Um, and I think once it dropped, I got a little discouraged and I just stopped. And then I went and found another course, and the courses I was doing just wasn't working for me, or they were just too complicated. And I cannot do complicated. It has to be simple for me. And then when I got yours, I think I bought it in January,
Yeah.
maybe January, February. And I did it for about a month, and I was having really good results. And then my dad got really sick in March, and I took it. It was actually the day after. I live in Illinois, so it was the day after we went on quarantine, and we almost lost him. So I did not blog for like the rest of March and all of April. I didn't even do anything on Pinterest. My Pinterest or my page views for April was like 1,000 for the whole month.
Wow.
Yeah. So in May, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to put my head down. My dad was better. He's finally home. And I was like, I'm going to put my head down. I have to make this work because I really want to homeschool my son next year. And I just did. And I've had some amazing results.
Yeah, so talk to me about, I want to add one thing to that. It was kind of funny because when people buy my Pinterest workshop, they can have like mini intensives with me, because that's part of the benefit of buying a program that's not $20 is like live feedback. So we got on a call together, and you were like, how do I get my traffic back up? Like, I'm in a slump. And I was like, well, I think if you just start pitting again, you'll be okay. Because you had
Yes.
taken and I'm so glad your dad is okay. So now that you've started back up again and put your head down, and I know you might have some news that I haven't heard yet. So tell me about what you've been experiencing the last 30 days or so.
Well, since our call, you told me a few things to do, and I've done everything you told me to do. And my results, I think that was like a week after I started pinning consistently. So that was on May 4th, and then I talked to you, I think it was around the 15th. My page views for the past 30 days is 22,000.
What?
And yeah, and my sessions are at little over 20,000. So I'm so close to Mediavine. And I've made $106, not 106,000, 106, which I will still take.
Yeah. So where is that? Congratulations. That is amazing. Oh, wow. That is a lot. You know, I worked for a company for years and they're on page 1 of Google for all kinds of keyword terms and they're only at 10,000 sessions. So I say that because I think sometimes as bloggers, we're like, we just want Mediavine, Mediavine, Mediavine. And then like, holy cow, Shauna, you have like, people would kill for that traffic.
Yeah.
So where were the $106 of sales? Like, where's that coming from ads or anything else?
All of it except for 2 sales came from my tripwire. And 2 of the sales, because I set up a printable shop on my blog and I put some links in a couple of my posts. So 2 of the sales came from a post.
Nice. Awesome. How big is your email list now?
I am at 393 and I was at 68 before I started back up consistently.
Very good. Wow, I'm excited for you. And so what are your next steps? So you're going to keep working on traffic because that's Mediavine would be a huge win. And then how are you going to take advantage of all this traffic and this email list?
Well, I'm going to definitely continue with Pinterest, staying consistent. I want to get a little bit more serious about SEO because I know that SEO traffic, the sales can be a lot better. So I want to start focusing on that a little bit more. My goal is to make at least 1, maybe 2 new freebies a month and then add a new printable to my shop every month.
Cool. I'd love to, if you can talk to us. It's like one of the things I like warn people about is like, don't obsess over tripwires until you like survey your list and sell things. But sometimes people have really good luck with tripwires and it sounds like you're one of those people. So can you tell us about like, how did you decide what to use as a tripwire? And then how is that, it sounds like it's going well for you. So like, how did you decide how to price it and what to create? And do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes. Okay. So my niche is decluttering, but I also talk about minimalism, or it's really minimizing. So I have 2 different freebies that I have. One is like 13 resources for the minimalism. And then for that, I have like a decluttering, like a 30-day decluttering plan that I put with that. And then on the decluttering one, it's kind of like a speed cleaning, get rid of stuff around your house. And it's kind of like a little bundle, like 23 pages. I did kind of, at first I was giving 2 pages of the cleaning bundle away for free. And then I was trying to sell it, the full package as the tripwire. And I noticed it wasn't working. So you said in the group to actually don't do that. So I changed that and I actually made a sell later that day.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, so sometimes those small like messaging shifts, those tweaks help a lot. So
yes, and I did tweak it, like the wording. I tweaked it when I noticed I wasn't getting any sales. I tweaked a couple things, and then I started getting some sales.
It's amazing. Well, I'm super excited for you. So you're going to be doing some more opt-ins and some more printables. And one question I really like to ask people is like, what advice do you have for people that maybe would have shortcut some of your success? Because obviously like $100 is just the beginning if you're already at 20,000 sessions. Like now this is where the momentum is really building for you. So what do you think would have maybe given you more of a shortcut early on in those years?
Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely consistency and mindset. Mindset is so huge. I read a lot like mindset books. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So it's very funny that like the post you put earlier about having somebody telling you what to do, it really hit home with me because it's like I've been doing this for 5 years. I've had no success. I've bought courses and it was like just talking to you for that short little bit of time, you told me what to do and I did it and I had success. So definitely I feel like if someone can afford a coach in whatever it is they're trying to do, definitely is worth it. Because it makes the difference. Just somebody telling you what to do, it just has a whole mindset shift.
Yeah, I think it gives people confidence in the direction. And I almost always have a coach for that same reason, because there's a lot of things you can do. So having more confidence in what is going to move the needle the most, like in this moment, just simplifies things a lot. So
yes.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to add about your story or where you're going next or what you want to share?
I'm just excited to keep going forward. I do want to add that I'm a Christian and I'm a very spiritual person. So I bought a course last year and I struggled with that blog. I had 33 subscribers by November. So I actually started this blog in December. And when I prayed about what way to go, what to blog about, because my other blog just wasn't doing anything for me. And so I prayed about it, and then it was like the whole decluttering and minimizing just kept sticking in my head. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And it just, the thought would not go away. And it was there for like 3 days. And I fought it and I fought it. And finally I was like, okay, I'm just going to do this because the thought wouldn't go away. And now it's like, wow, I need to listen to myself more.
Yeah.
Definitely if you have a reoccurring thought, yeah, I would
it
definitely.
could be you following, might not be just intuition, it might be God's will for your business.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really important signal to pay attention to, and it definitely sounds like it's paying off for you. So
yeah.
Very good. Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. You guys can get more information about Shauna down below. I will have her link to her blog, and I can't wait to see what you do next month.
Thank you.
All right.